Hello, hello. How's it going, guys? It is almost 5:30. Hello, Morales. Hello, Woo. Hello, Tectonic. Hello, Baba Booey. Hello, Shuki. Hope everyone is doing well. I changed the music playlist, so it's no longer Monster Cat. It's now Stream Beats by Harris Heller, which I like a lot. Very, very lo-fi. So we're gonna get a nice little vibe going on. Just kind of chill out tonight. As we all know, Doki Doki Literature Club's a very chill game where nothing happens. So should be a fun, relaxing time. Got a 9 out of 20 on your Spanish quiz. Oh no. Might need to study just a little bit, but that's okay. I took 3 years of Spanish, and I don't remember most of it. So that's okay. Still learning Japanese, though. I feel like I've mastered hiragana. Gonna move on to katakana next, and then kanji, finally. Disgrace to the Mexicans? Oh no. Let me go ahead and switch on over to the other little thing. Here we go. We're gonna start actually playing in just a second. Just wanted to say hello to everyone. Hope you're doing well. I've released a couple new videos since last time I streamed. I think I've released the Bakugo X pregnant listener, plus the chapter 12 of Attack on Titan X mute listener, and the finale of the Icy Hot Love, which was the Todoroki X listener. I took a PSAT on Wednesday. I couldn't focus the dang time limit. The only part I was actually decent at was the reading. I hated the PSAT. It sucked. I did a few AP classes, and your sister said hi. Hello, Dulce, something. Thank you for the cheer, woo. But I took a few AP classes in my junior year of high school, so I had to do the AP tests at the end of the year, I think. I don't know. I did AP English, AP US History, and AP Computer Science. Fun times, fun times. I was actually part of the first class at my school that did AP Computer Science. I drew 10 OCs yesterday, and I was yelling at each one because they were a pain to draw because I never drew the other 9. That's no problem. Drawing 10 OCs on one day is pretty impressive. I have some coffee here. I don't know if you can tell, but my throat is a little wonky. I know I ask this every single stream, but how is the music? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Can you hear it okay? And I'll change it depending. Also, I meant to add a new I can do that real quick, I guess. Little channel point thing. How do you do it? Custom reward. I don't have a thing for that, so we're gonna skip that one for now. I think that's fine. There we go. I need to do things for those at some point, but I'm too lazy right now. Alright. Bizarre, I made some fan art for you, but I don't have any socials to show you. Hello, Ross. Oh god, my voice helped me. At least you can draw. I can't. Changing styles. Baba Booey, do you have an email? I have an email for YouTube. Ways you can get to me are email, almost any social media. I have Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Tumblr. Basically anything you can think of. Hello, little Miss Angel. Alright, how about we go ahead and pop on over to Doki Doki? I think it's about time. There it is. Is the music in the background okay? Is it too quiet, too loud? I want to know that before I start, just so I can adjust it before we actually begin. Yes. Yes to what-a-woo. Sorry, I'm slow. Yes, it's okay. Those are some smexy anime girls. I mean, oh, it's too late, Shuki. I caught you slipping. I don't remember, basically. My phone's gonna die soon, have to clean out brushes. If it dies, I'll be back shortly, no worries. I thought today we were gonna play a creepy game this Thursday. This is a creepy game. Do you know anything about... Nobody... Okay. For nobody... blah, 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 blah. For anyone who knows about this game, don't talk about it in the chat. We're gonna keep it a surprise for those people who know nothing about this game. Just so it can stay a surprise. You can talk about it as it's happening, but don't talk about anything that hasn't happened yet, if that makes any sense. So that way, if people who are new to this, they can experience it for the first time. Also, I'm going to assume that the music in the background is okay. The song request is enabled. I have my own playlist playing at the moment, but if you want to request a song, same thing as always. All you have to do is exclamation point, song request, and then a link to your song via YouTube or SoundCloud. Tectonic says, Bizarre, who's your favorite on the screen right now? I don't remember her name, but this raven-haired girl, she's my favorite. Don't blame me for being bi. That's okay. Everyone's a little bi. Anyway, she's my favorite, whatever her name is, I don't remember. But anyways, how about we just go ahead and get started? Oh wait, the emo got accepted. It did for people who are subscribed, plus I think you can unlock it with Deku dollars. Awoo was so kind and made me an emote for the chat, so you should be able to send it, I think. It finally got accepted. So you can go ahead and slap that bad boy up there. You might even be able to do it with the stickers, maybe. I don't know. Yuri? Yuri's the raven-haired girl? I like Yuri then. Yeah. And also, I'm trying to think of everything before we start. I made some things free because I know not everyone can pay or wants to pay, because I know I'm the same way, so don't worry about it. There are free stickers. There's an extension enabled where you can slap those bad boys up on the screen with bits, but some of them are free, so you can either pay or whatever, it doesn't matter. Also, the Deku dollars, those are free for everyone. To get Deku dollars, all you have to do... Bizarre, can we do like a Horror Thursday every week? I'm thinking about it. I think it would be really fun. That's why I do a poll to see what horror games you guys want to see, and Doki Doki came first. So, Doki Doki is what we're going to be playing today. Next Thursday, we'll see. Either more Doki or... How long is Doki Doki? It's really short, right? It's just a couple hours, maybe? We might even finish it, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think a Horror Thursday sounds good. I really want to... I played Dead Space before. Or Spooky Sunday. Honestly, either one. Spooky Sunday or Spooky Thursday. Spooky Sunday has a better ring to it, I guess. But yeah, I'm down for either, honestly. I have a few spooky games. Just recommend some and I'll play whatever, honestly. Depends. You can speed through it, but in the long run, it's kind of long. That's fair. I'm not going to speed through it. I'll take my time. But that's okay. I think there's different acts. How about we get started? Also, this game is female dominated, and I didn't know if you knew this, but I am a guy, so I don't really sound like a girl, but that's okay. I'm going to kind of do my best to do their voices. You like Spooky Sunday more? Yeah, I think Spooky Sunday will probably... So we'll probably, for Sunday stream, we'll probably do another horror game, whether it be this or something different, we'll see. I have Alien Isolation, but that's real spooky, and I'm a little baby, so I don't know. Anyways, let's just... Yeah, like I said, anyway, female voices aren't my forte, but I will do my best. I'm not going to try too hard with that. You're a guy? I know, it's pretty surprising. You probably couldn't tell. But yeah. Main character-wise, I'll be fine and dandy. Hey! That's... Okay, well, that was already a great start. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost felt better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. I made my sister play Little Nightmares 2 yesterday and I kept calling her a baby, but I was too. I'm going to play the first one. I'm going to play the first Little Nightmares. That's a cool little emote. Would you send a woo? I like that. I like that a lot. Whatever emote that was. That's cool. Okay, anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot. My name's Tiddlywinks, by the way. I forgot. I forgot about that. So my name's Tiddlywinks. Just roll with it. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tiddlywinks. Is she a night owl or something? Yeah, we can say that. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehe. That's her laugh. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. It's Bad Boy Halo. I subscribe to his Twitch. I like his emote. It's cool. By the way, Tiddlywinks, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I got this emote too. This will be useful. Language? Yeah, that's funny. I need to make some more emotes, or have someone make some. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I can promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I love how she doesn't have a nose. Don't bully her. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Sorry, I'm also reading the chat, sorry. I like games that say, your choice will affect the story, because I'll be genuine in the first time playing it, and the second run I'll be really mean. Yeah, that's like Undertale, right? Where the first time you don't know what the fuck's going on, so you just play it, and then the second time, it's, like the genocide run, or whatever. I've never played Undertale. Maybe I'll play that at some point. I don't have an art style. Sad times. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you out with blah blah blah. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Thank you for the cheer again, Awu. Bazaar has coffee. I have chalky milk. I would love some chalky milk. I could make some, but I made coffee. If anyone here is wondering why there are floating dog heads throwing all over the screen, you can either cheer with bits, which do cost money, from as low as 1 cent to however much you want, or you can do some for free and slap those bad boys on the screen. I think they're located under the stream, maybe in the about page somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Hey, there it is. Thumbs up. Chalky ice cream. I do like chalky ice cream. I think every emote that you send in the chat also shows up on screen. Thank you for the cheer again, Awu. I think all 15 or 16 cheers now come from Awu. But I love corgis, so keep them coming. Corgis are so cute. They bark! Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, that was really cute. Also, the sticker placement is absolutely random, and that is the worst place for it to be stuck. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Getting a fake call. I have caramel flavor coffee. That's really good. I let out a sticker. Bizarre, that's where the sticker went. Yeah, no. That's funny. Caramel coffee is one of my favorites. Just saying. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Again with another cheer. Oh, there they go. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Okay, so here's the thing. We've already established that I don't have a very good female voice. Now, as I also had said, this game has 4 female characters and 1 male character, being me. So, how different can I actually make all 4 of these women sound? Not very, but we're gonna try. So, Sayori is gonna be a, haha, let's do it kind of girl. An emote of Bazaar holding coffee, that is a great idea. I want that. Then we have Yuki, I think. She'll sound a little more reserved, a little more high class. And then we have Pinkhead Girl. I don't remember the name. Natsuki, maybe? Or Natsu? I don't know. Who's Natsuki? Anyway, she'll sound like a tsundere, I guess. Way to kill the atmosphere. And then Monica, I think is her name. She will be just a neutral voice, I guess. Monica. Ah, Tiddlywinks, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Nothing. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, it is Natsuki. Okay, I was right. I have to go, but I want to watch this. No problem, Shuki. You can always tune back in. I'll be streaming for a little while. But thank you for stopping by to begin with. Love you. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Natsuki's a tsundere, Yuri is a yandere, I think. Gotcha. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Tiddlywinks. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Alright, sorry about that. Bizarre, I have to show you something I only showed Tectonic. Whatever could it be? I would love to say it. Hello, Carlog Gaming. Hello. Alright, sorry about that. My cat decided to enter the room. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Bizarre, you there? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, my cat's coming in. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she is chowing down in front of me. You too, Monika. The tallest is Yuri, which she is like 5'5". I'm 6'5". I'm a tall boy. Way taller than her. Like a foot taller. Come sit down, Tiddlywinks. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit down next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Dude, I'm Yuri's height. Bruh, woo tall. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Your Attack on Titan manga came in? Nice! Okay, so quick side note. I am so nervous about how Attack on Titan is going to end. I don't read the manga, so if you're a manga reader, do not interact. But it's paused on your screen. Sorry, I was silent for a second to let my cat in, but I'm here now. It only shows Monika smiling. Okay, you may have to refresh. Anyway, sorry. So nervous how Attack on Titan is going to end. If you've read the manga, don't say anything. I'm specifically talking about the anime, and I'm not gonna talk about spoilers either. But there are only going to be 16 episodes for this last season, and I think there's 10 out right now. So that means there's only like 6 more to go. And I'm nervous because I don't know how they could possibly wrap this up in 6 episodes. I'm thinking they're either going to do a part 2 of the final season, or they're going to do a movie. I would prefer they do a part 2, because movies always take so long to come to the US. But I don't know, maybe for Attack on Titan it'll be different. Anyway, sorry, that was a side note. I'm getting distracted. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts off the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. It's so cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Nope, your screen's still stuck too? Did I do something? I don't think so. Let me, I'm gonna do this. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna reload it. Not the game, but the overlays. My book smells like a book. I'm gonna wait a second, see if you guys... I don't know if it's... Your screen's also stuck? Oh hell, maybe I did something. I don't think I did anything though, it's still... Oh wait, no, you're right. Hold on. It is definitely stuck. Wanted to do that. Okay, you guys are not wrong here. Let me save real quick. Okay, no, this is not a Twitch problem, it's my game being wonky. There we go, okay. Should be good now. No. Okay, give me 1 second, I'm gonna let my kitty cat out, and then I'll be right here. But it should be fixed. Alright, we are back. Okay. It's fixed? Awesome. I don't know what happened. Also, I missed a dialogue. Just hurry and take one. Okay, that's all it was. Sorry about that. I don't know why it froze. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, and then I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Oh no. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. If this was a manga, that would be like 4 pages long. Or an anime, like 3 episodes of just me waiting to take a bite. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oh shoot, my friends want me to read the book on a Discord call. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. That's where a baka comes in. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Another cheer from Owu. Send me fan art? Ooh, awesome. Let me pull that up real quick. Discord's being wonky. Do you send it to me on Discord, Morales? I've been getting spam calls still for like a week. Definitely not annoying. Anyway. That's spam. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. I need coffee. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Hello, Demon. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming on in. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I have to send my fan art through email until I'm allowed to get social media. No worries, if you go to my YouTube channel, in the, I think it's the About tab, my email should be listed there. It's my business email, quote unquote. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tiddlywinks, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader then, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper Why am I talking like a... Anyway. You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes me more than just confidence. The front is... Wait, I'm confused. The front is what? The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, you mean Attack on Titan, duh. I'm about to start a new manga. It's called Moriarty. I've got so much to read. I've got Moriarty. I've got, I've watched all of the JoJo's anime, but I'm starting the manga, so I've got part 1 of that. Death Note. I love the anime to Death Note. Promised Neverland. Love the Promised Neverland anime. What else do I have? I have my little bookshelf. Overlord. That's a light novel, though. I just finished volume 4 of No Game No Life, of the light novel. Want me to send you a photo of, like, the first page bazaar? No, I don't. I don't want any spoilers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I really wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. It's not a spoiler, it's just really concerning art. I'll pass, only because I want to see it for myself when it happens. But I am curious. Isn't that right, Tiddlywinks? Monika smiles warmly at me, once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Tiddlywinks. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. That's what she says. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Tiddlywinks, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Tiddlywinks, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Bizarre, while doing ASMR videos, have you ever went bleh because you messed up? Yes. I usually go, or like, swear at myself and like, oh my god, just fucking bleh. And then, there could probably be an entire video just of me messing up reading. But I usually delete it. Though I think I might have the originals for some of them. I swear any anime you watch, it is so innocent, and when your parents walk in, exactly. But yeah, there's so many, probably every video I've messed up a couple times. I mean, it all gets edited out because who wants to hear that, but bro, if I did ASMR videos and messed up, I would just scream into the mic, my ears would have a good time. I hate hearing my own voice. I hate my voice so much. I do not like my voice, and I have to listen to it so much. Just to add in my videos. It's annoying. Anyway, with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Time to get an editor? Nah, it's not that bad yet. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Maybe at some point. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you like, whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Now, typically, the one time that I played that, I've only played this once, and it was when it first came out, and I went for Yuri. I guess really it doesn't matter, but I'm thinking either Yuri or Sayori. I want to start voice acting, but I have no idea where to start. I would say just start. If you have a computer with a mic, use that. If you have your phone, use that. Just do whatever you want to do. Though I will say for voice acting, you will need a pretty decent mic. I don't have anything crazy. I just have like a blue snowball, but I'm gonna be buying a new mic soon, like a good like XLR mic, so it'll sound crisp and clean. I wanted to do voices for my OCs, but I'm kind of too shy for that, and I hate my voice. It goes up with recordings. Same. I do not like mine. I hate doing voices. I like doing voices, but I'm not good at voices. Like, I don't know who was there for the Overwatch stream that day, but there was a couple of requests for me to do All Might voice lines, and I cannot sound like All Might whatsoever. Anyways, who are we going for? I'm thinking Yuri again, because I like Yuri. Sayori wouldn't be maybe a bad option as well. No spoilers, by the way, for people who know what's, going on. I used to make the videos with recordings of my voice, so I've gotten used to talking to a mic. Yeah, it's something weird at first, but you get used to it. I got hit with a ball and slipped on the field and soaking wet. Oh no, I'm sorry, Morales. Hope you're okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Yuri, just because. Can we do a poll? Hold on, let me try something. Okay, let me do it this way. I have an idea. I've never used this before. Ooh, I can't spell. Okay, here we go. Here's a poll. It's gonna last a minute, and then we're gonna get our results. Okay, so far Yuri is in the lead. Everyone can vote for this, by the way. All you have to do is click and vote. 3 votes for Yuri. 0 votes for everyone else. There's about 20 seconds left. If you guys want to vote for who you want me to simp for, go ahead and vote now. So far it's Yuri. Looks like Yuri's gonna win, which I'm not upset about. I'm not simping for any of them. No, you don't have to simp. This is for me. Alright, who are we simping for? Yuri has won. Alright. I didn't mean you guys simping, I meant me. Alright, we're simping for Yuri. Guys, I didn't mean that you were simping for these characters. I meant which one do you want me to simp for? Do I need to do the poll again? Okay, I'm gonna go with Yuri. Never mind. Alright, so she said that she likes horror right now. With she probably likes big words and stuff. So we'll do like contamination, agonizing, philosophy, unrestrained, wrath or incongruent, tenacious, fickle, tragedy, infallible, extraordinary, disaster. You're some for fictional characters? That is A-okay. Disown. Misfortune. After image. Starscape. Calm. Damn. Guess sadness, breath, romance. Damn. Excitement. I'm not trying to get unrequited. Damn. Entropy. There we go. Be more specific. I'm sorry. I thought it was clear. Hi again, Tiddlywinks. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tiddlywinks. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh my goodness, I literally forgot what word you said just now. I think it was sadness, I don't know, but on my side of the stream it went sadness. That's funny. Other sadness. Thank you for the bit. Don't worry guys, Tiddlywinks always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room? How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Tiddlywinks can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically took the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. 4-leaf clovers, oh, we're about to get lucky. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... that's the book you gave me, right? I have to go, but I'll be back, guys. See you soon. See you, Baba Booey. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again in just a little bit. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Oh, my mouse is dying. Hold on 1 second. Don't mind me making a racket. Okay, I just got an account services call. What the... Uh-oh. From Twitch? Okay. Does this charge like this? We're gonna find out. I was gonna charge my mouse earlier, and I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. Now we have a wired mouse, which is gross. You have a pet mouse? Joking. You know it. Okay. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give away anything. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She's targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tiddlywinks? Keyword relatable. She said the book was relatable. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Some people used to have my number before me and had all these things like during the election, for example, vote for this party, blah blah blah. I'm 14, I can't vote. I keep getting the same messages. Oh man, that's annoying. Can you block them? Maybe they'll stop. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they can believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I had this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. I get text messages for a car wash coupon? Yeah, if you ever get a message just like you won $1,000 or whatever, don't click on whatever they send you. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I drew a picture of someone from Danganronpa that dies, but it's my favorite character and she put pink paint and reenacted the way the character dies. Man. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. Oh, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Dude, I got freaking, not a curse word, a woo, Girl Scout cookies and I'm trying to savor them. I love Girl Scout cookies. I've stopped eating sweets and I'm really depressed. I love sweets, but I've stopped. I don't eat sweets and I don't drink soda. So it's been a fun time. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the pages before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Tiddlywinks, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. I'm sorry I can't take your name seriously. What do you mean you can't take my name seriously? What is wrong with Tiddlywinks? Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Same, Tiddlywinks. When it first showed up, I almost wrote it wrong. What did you think, Tectonic? Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I don't know how to change my name, so it's, you know. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. I'm not gonna say a woo is gonna give me the chance, yeah. Spanish for sandal. Sayori hears a wrinkled sheet on a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sat. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. The chocolate is scary. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri, of course. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Here we go. Time to simp. Tell me about it. I'm Hispanic and scary. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. Wanna know what's scarier? Take the L out of the first word. Tiddywinks. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes, almost a dementor. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that got into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I have glasses but don't really use them, so I become even more blind. I also wear glasses. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. One of my friends grabbed my glasses off my face and almost broke them. I was about to hurt. Oh, that is fucked up. I'm so sorry. I have glasses. I used to use them, got bullied, stopped using them, not to wear them all the time. Yeah, I was supposed to wear glasses in elementary school, and then I didn't. So up until like 7th grade, I squinted all the time to read like stuff that was written on the board. And then finally, I started wearing glasses constantly. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tiddlywinks. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Tiddlywinks. Me too. Okay, let's save real quick and see if can I change my name? I don't know if I can change my name. I'm gonna Google real quick. How to change name DDLC. If you delete. Oh. Okay. No. The answer to that is no. Oh well. Alright, so we did Yuri. Let's do Sayori next. This is a good poem, Tiddlywinks. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. He wants to change Tiddlywinks. Yeah, I want to change Tiddlywinks because you guys bullied me for it. Fucking mean. That's what I say. Rude. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. It's the best name, sir. Alright, I'm keeping Tiddlywinks, because I can't change it anyway, so... well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tiddlywinks. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people can do. Oh, that's me, sorry. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. When they say first time, I'm thinking of a different thing. This is not my first time. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not bad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. No, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Oh, sorry, those are. It's bad to skip breakfast. Question, what went through your mind the day naming yourself Tiddlywinks? Every time I play any sort of RPG game, where you can name your character or whatever, it's always Tiddlywinks. I don't know where that started. It may have been like Fallout 4. But I was like, because I'm really bad with coming up with stuff. So my go-to character name for any named character is always Tiddlywinks. Because it's so stupid. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's is the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. We'll do Monica last. Tiddlywinks, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. We all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better, anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. I used to go with a Lunar for those games, but now for like Genshin, I just use Chiron. That's fair. Now I'll probably go with like Bazaar or something, but I don't know. I'm thinking about, okay, this is completely off topic, but I'm thinking about streaming, uh, sorry, I needed a sip of, Fallout New Vegas or Skyrim or something. I don't know. I don't know if that was be something that you guys would be interested in. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can jump, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Finally, Monica. Hi, Tiddlywinks. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tiddlywinks. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Tiddlywinks. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Is it just me or does anyone else have a death note? I would like to, just to have it. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it's always counts when I put in some effort. Hey, that's not fair. Well, I guess it worked, anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Do y'all consider y'all to be tall or short? Oh, get that rat who threw that sketchbook. Tall for your age. Nice. Get up, Morales. I am tall. I've said that a million times, but I'm pretty tall. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I've been in online class the whole time, so I don't know how tall I am compared to my classmates. Oh, that's fair. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Tiddlywinks did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Tiddlywinks liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're jealous that Tiddlywinks appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tiddlywinks started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't feel like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Tiddlywinks. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she couldn't get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Tiddlywinks. Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tiddlywinks? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Okay, well, I don't agree with either of them. Now, if I wanted to simp, which I do, I would agree with Yuri. Are we simping? Am I simping? Okay, let me clarify. We are not simping. Am I? Me, Bazaar, am I simping? Because if I am, I'll just say Yuri. But if I'm not, then I'll go right down the middle and ask Sayori for help. I need advice. Am I just gonna vote for Yuri or just go down the middle? If it was me personally, I would just go down the middle because I don't agree with either of them. Ask Sayori, that's what I'm thinking. Ask Sayori, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Tiddlywinks. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. What? Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt, or get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really doesn't make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. I don't want to talk to Monika a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Tiddlywinks, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Tiddlywinks, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really... Get out of here, phone. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. What happened while you were gone? Not too much. We just shared our poems. Not much. Okay, sorry. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Tiddlywinks, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what happens. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright. We're still simping for Yuri, and by we I mean me. Tenacious. Ambient. Incapable. Electricity. Unending. Extraordinary. Oh no. Contamination. Existence. Crimson melody. Oh, whoops. Misfortune. No, I think that would go to Sayori. Captive. Fickle. Effulgent. Secretive. Unrequited. Damn. Analysis. Intellectual. Infallible. Meager. Entropy. Incongruent. Nice. All but one for Yuri. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Tiddlywinks. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. Oh, did you guys hear me swallow? I'll do it again. Here we go. Do you like that? Because I don't. That's gross. I see. That's a pretty simple thing for you to get in a good mood. Michael, there's something on my glasses. There is a hair on my glasses. Sorry, I was blinded. Alright. The swallow. Oh no. Was it bad? I'm sorry. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. Did I like that? What kind of question was that? Bizarre, you broke them? Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Bubabooey.exe has stopped working. Why do you like my swallow? Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Oh no, everyone's stopping. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see it right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Bizarre, you broke your siblings? Siblings? Pardon me? Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. What's in the Sweet Hole, Alabama chat is this? Oh no. I wasn't listening to you or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Linguist to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean it like that. I get too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I'll have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys... Pardon me? She told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. I can swallow again. I'm gonna swallow again. Hold on. There we go. Welcome back to Bizarre's ASMR. DDLC. ASMR gameplay. Here we go. Wow. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Really off topic, but did anyone else's mom throw knives and sharp kitchen utensils at them? No. I can't say that they did. Nice. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you just seriously do that? Uh-huh. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Okay, good. Bizarre, I swear if you do it again. You're just tempting me with that. Hold on, here we go. This is my last sip of coffee, so this is what you get. I'm gonna silently be sipping, so don't mind me. That was my last bit of coffee. You forced my hand. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? I wasn't gonna simp until he said if we liked it. Bizarre, I hope when you sleep both sides of the pillow are warm. I have 5 pillows plus 3 stuffed plushies on my bed, so one of them are bound to be cool. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monika. I have to go in 5 minutes. Oh, no worries. The stream is not going to last too much longer. Also, I'm out of coffee, but I can get my water and keep on swallowing. Just to keep breaking you all down. I don't really... I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Bro, I got like 7 pillows on my bed. One is just never enough. I know. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Hydrate? Okay, hold on. Let me go stand up. Hold on. I gotta grab my water. Alright, water has been acquired and hydrate has been redeemed. Here we go. Some high quality H2O. What have you done? I'm not allowed to have more than 2 pillows to yourself? That's not enough. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tiddlywinks. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. Bizarre, you're grounded? I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. He had coffee. I'm out of coffee. Now I'll have water. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. The swallow made me cringe. The after question was what got me. Why? You guys are strange. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared in the closet. I have 3. 2 of them are my girlfriends that she left here. One is a giant octopus, and the other is a really cute strawberry-themed hedgehog. And the one that's mine is a little corgi plush, because I love corgis. But my girlfriend left her 2 here, so that way they will keep me company. Hey, Yuri. Huh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one that we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Gotta go. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. I didn't know that you could get chased in chat. This is quite odd. Yeah. I simply watched her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. I can't speak. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Alright, I gotta go, guys. See you guys on the next stream. See you, Baba Booey. Thank you for coming by, even though you're started to simp. It's okay. Probably the next stream is gonna be Sunday for anyone interested. Sunday will be the next one. You live on your own if you do it scary. Anything is possible. Anything's possible. Bizarre stream. That worries me. Yeah, anything is possible. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, well, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling up the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve tiddlywinks in club activities? Huh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, tiddlywinks. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Tiddlywinks. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away, but you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for saying something? Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Tiddlywinks. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. I'm gonna drink water whether or not you guys hydrate me, but I'm thirsty. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Tiddlywinks, do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Yeah, perhaps I will. As a kid, when I got in trouble, I hid all the in the house. Get it out of your head, child. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Oh. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Tiddlywinks. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Tiddlywinks, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall, rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Hey, yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sat against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading posture as last time, each holding one half of the book. Emergency meeting, I call sus on Yuri. Uh-oh. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the paper. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I'll hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. I'll join for Among Us if we're gonna play. I haven't played in a good minute. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Tiddlywinks. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even now she can't focus. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Well, Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Tiddlywinks, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. My simping was going so well. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I can start getting things set up for later. Okay. Yeah, I'm down. Let me just to get a read. This will help a little bit just so we can get an idea. Boom. Alright, there you go. There's a poll for anyone who's gonna play Among Us. Let me message my girlfriend as well. I'm always Cyan, just so you know. Let me sorry. I'm gonna text my girlfriend and see if she wants to play, so we can all hop in Discord in a little bit. I'm not gonna stream that just because it would be so easy for people to cheat. But yeah, there's a poll for anyone who's joining. Just so I can get an idea of who's actually gonna, or not who, but how many are gonna be there. Anyway, Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. I'll bring it up. Who should I show my poem to first? Once again, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? We can get people from your Discord server too? Yes. I texted my girlfriend. So we at least have a couple people. Did the poll end? It's almost about to end. Tiddlywinks. This one might be even better than yesterday's. Nice. Yeah, we just need 10. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job of explaining. How many people? I think 4 or 5 voted. I think I voted as well. And I'm waiting for my, so 4 people plus me. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to respond. And then maybe a couple people from the Discord. We'll see. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Did somebody say Swallow. Nice. It just ended. Yeah, it's okay. It was just whether or not you wanted to join for Among Us after the stream. Also, for anyone watching who's not in the Discord, there's a link down below. It'll say Discord on it. You just click that. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I think I lied. Give me a second. I think that link stopped working. Let me try to fix it. Does the well, it says it works. Oh, get out of here. Sorry. Does the Discord work link? It's not dead, it's okay. Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I'll offer the patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. Besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, this is long. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taking to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. She's the raccoon. Oh. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in, their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. If those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Tiddlywinks? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Tiddlywinks. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem to next? My girlfriend has yet to respond. I'm creating the lobby for the game because I'm bored. Alright. I'll join after the stream. We'll still do Monica last. Let's go to Sayori. I'll probably end the stream after we finish this next little bit. Oh, I like this one, Tiddlywinks. It has some nice fillings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, do you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy for the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Tiddlywinks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, this is long. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow off the dust of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, bleeding, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, now for Natsuki. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Huh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me... Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... You... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed in her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Finally, Monica. Here comes another swallow. There we go. Hi again, Tiddlywinks. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. Yeah, I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. This one's not too long. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Yeah, I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract or as physical expressions of a feeling. I read that wrong. Or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you all can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself and stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Okay, I'm going to make the lobby and send y'all the code if y'all want to join. Yeah, if you will, post it in the gaming channel on Discord, and I'll hop in a few. And also, we can all chat in the gaming voice channel Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica recites the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. I can't type it in gaming for you. Oh, I can type. Okay. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the platform. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at all of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Get out of here. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Tiddlywinks liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle tone, gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. I just had a stroke. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Tiddlywinks. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Tiddlywinks lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well just get it over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it that much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, and as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Bizarre going to join VC when you need the code, tell me? Alright, will do. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, I don't care about Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it sound like such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Tiddlywinks. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with you, Sayori. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Tiddlywinks. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, this is a good place to save before we continue onward. Yes. We'll also make a second save there for just in case. Alright, let me switch back. Boom. Oh, that was a cool little transition. Sorry. Alright, we are going to find someone to raid, and then for anyone who is interested, we are going to play some Among Us. If you're part of the Discord, go ahead and head on over there in just a minute, and we will get on that. But first I'm going to find someone to raid, because why not? What am I into right now? I don't know. I want to do Among Us. Let's see, who's streaming what? Art? Let me look at the artists. Blah, 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 blah. Paint. Sorry, I'm looking around. I don't want to do Doki Doki in case someone is further ahead of me for spoilers. Attack on Titan 2. My Hero. There's one channel streaming My Hero. I know it's due. Nothing bad ever happens in space. You might hear this person's audio, but that's okay.
Fuck you. And fuck you too.
Alright. I think we're gonna raid this guy. Alright, here we go. Everyone get ready. A thing is gonna pop up in the chat. All you have to do is click raid. And we'll be raiding this guy. And before I start the raid, thank you all for coming by. For those of you who want to or are already in the Discord, join us in the gaming channel and we're going to be playing some Among Us for a little bit off stream. But yeah, thank you guys for coming by. Let's go ahead and raid this guy. Spam some positive things in the chat, please, whatever you want to. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Here we go, let's start the raid. Okay. All you gotta do is click join raid, and whenever that is all good and dandy, we'll raid this guy's channel. Alright. Everyone, let's go raid. Bye!